Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome to T. Nolan and Sons Scania here in Castleisland, County Kerry in Ireland. I'm here today to drive this 2008 Scania R420. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what these trucks are like to drive with over 1 million kilometers. And we'll talk about second-hand truck values. But yeah, I've plenty of other trucks to show you around the yard here when we come back from the drive. And I'll also show you some footage from London Heathrow. I was over there recently checking out a fleet of Scanias belong to a company over there. So we'll be checking them out in this video. So guys, let's get to it. The R420. Okay, checking out the exterior then. It is a pretty basic 6x2 R420 here from 2008. So we don't have any spotlights or fog lights on the front bumper. We don't even have any spotlights there on the top visor. Yeah, pretty basic, as I said. But anyway, let's just walk in. And back then you could just pull open the grills. So yeah, there wasn't any lever here, but on the newer trucks they have a lever on the inside of the door. So yeah, it wasn't very good for security. Just having your grill there, because drivers would have their cab tilt bars stolen. So this would be where your cab tilt bar goes, and drivers would just pull up the grill and steal that. So yeah, it was good that they introduced the lockable grills on them. Our coolant bottle there, you see it's all discoloured because of its age. A lot of them go this colour, so it goes with age. We all wear out eventually. And we have our cabs there. It used to be painted red, changed to white. And our cab air suspension system there. And our dipstick and top up your oil. And also the pull down step here as well with your tow bar. So handy for standing on that, cleaning your windscreen. Let's just drop down the grill. Okay, and walk around the side. We have a full air deflector kit on this truck from Nolan's. And yeah, so this would be known as a spare truck. So Nolan's would use this for rental, or it's just a spare truck if your own truck is in for repair or service. They will give you this as a replacement. Just standard tyres on this, so 315/80s, 22.5 inch rims. That is your battery box there, which of course was moved to the rear on the newer trucks. And this was an additional tank that was added on after the truck was delivered new, and our hydraulic tank on the rear for all your hydraulic fluid and your hydraulic hoses as well. So this whole system would be used on tipper trucks or milk trucks. They need all this system for pumping. And yeah, your full air deflector kit. Now you see the big long steering bar. Let's have a peek in at the straight 6-cylinder diesel engine. Yeah, that steering bar goes the whole way back to the midlift here to steer that midlift. So this was also done away with on the newer trucks because a lot of drivers were tripping over that bar. But yeah, that's the way they used to be. Let's just walk around to the rear. We have an adjustable fifth wheel. Very good to have that. And your old rear tail lamp design, known as the 7-chamber tail lamps. And our 2 air tanks. And your rear reversing buzzer there. So we walk around to the driver's side. And our second fuel tank. So yeah, not a whole lot to go through on the exterior. Let's just hop inside for a quick look. We do have 3 steps up into the cab of this old PGR truck, as they were known as back in the day. So yeah, we have our textile finish there on the door and storage along here, and your fully adjustable driver's seat. Now this seat was obviously changed at some point because this is not the material it came with. So yeah, nice to have full adjustment on that. And we have our hydraulic lever here, and also you're just pulling in another truck there, and your remote control for your back axle for rising and lowering that. Now we do have a manual gearbox in this R420, so that is your gear lever there. So we have 3 lower gears and 3 upper gears, your range changer switch and your splitter switch here, so we can split all the gears for a total of 12. And here we just let's just pull up the bottom bunk here, and so that storage area there is accessible from the exterior. We have storage there in the middle, that is a pull-out drawer, and more storage on that side. And yeah, that's only accessible from the inside, that storage compartment. So let's close it back down, and we have our night heater there on the rear, and we have a light switch, 24-volt socket, and storage pouch there, and your reading lamp. And up on top we also have another top bunk, which is great. And yeah, so this is known as the Highline cab back then, and we have a manual sunroof here. You just push it open, and storage there above the windscreen, and your tachograph. And this would be for a pull-out folder, but it's gone in this truck. Probably taken out by someone, who knows. We have a lockable storage compartment there, and let's just pull open the top of the grille there. More storage in there, and that's where your fuse box is, underneath there. So close that down, and the dashboard again, basic enough in this R420. So let's just go down through some of the buttons here. So we have our night heater switch there, air recirculation, your aircon switch. Up here we have our panic alarm switch, so you would press that for a few seconds and it emits alarm to grab the attention of people. Then we have our heated mirrors, light switches here, your stereo, your handbrake, and over here we have our traction control switch, your white smoke limiter, and your exhaust brake switch. More lighting functions here, an adjustment for your instrument panel, and over here we have our differential locks, mid-lift switches, and your cruise control switch. And even though it's pretty basic, we do have functions on the steering wheel, just to seek your tracks from your stereo, and your volume switch there, cruise control switches down here as well. So I'm just going to start it up, see what it sounds like, and give it a couple of revs. Okay, it's time to head out on the road, guys. See what it's like, the R420. Off we go, the R420. So we're pulling about 19 ton in Nolan's test trailer. So we're just going up slowly through the gearbox. Nice and easy, just let the engine warm up. And into third low. And then we click our splitter switch up. Then we're into third high, and then we will click our range changer switch, click down our low range, and up into fourth low. So I'm just going handy because it is a nice bit of weight for this truck, but it's pulling away quite nicely up this hill, and we're up into fourth high. So this basic PGR cab, it did have a long life. I mean, the overall cab design had a very long life. It goes all the way back to the 4 Series, this basic design of cab. So the 4 Series itself was introduced in 1995, and then fast forward 9 years later, then the R and P Series were introduced, and then the G Series followed in 2007. So this cab, overall cab, has had a very long life, and we're just going to pull our way up this hill and see how it goes. So yeah, this truck has over 1 million kilometers on it, so well over 600,000 miles, and up into third high, and I'm going to go easy. I'm going to go up into fourth low. Yeah, it's feeling it up this hill alright. And up into fourth high. So I just tip away at the moment and go easy on the old boy. Although in fairness it's not that old. It's only 11 years of age, so not really that old. I mean, some of these trucks have well over this mileage, and even some of the V8s can go up to 2 million kilometers. But it all depends on what way you look after your truck. It's all, what way has it been looked after over its life? How many different drivers have been driving it? But I did get this truck off Nolan's on a previous occasion, so I did spend a full day with this truck doing deliveries, and I found it in very good condition. I mean, the gearbox is still quite tight for the age of the truck, so this truck was obviously looked after when it was new. It may have even had one driver on it, but when you've got a couple of different drivers on the same truck, it makes a big difference, guys, in the wear and tear on the truck. But this gearbox is still functioning very well. So yeah, I'm in 5th high at the moment, so I think I'll just keep it in this gear. Yeah, it's just steady at the moment in this gear, and then we're just going to turn around at the top of the hill and make our way back to Nolan's. Just a short spin today. Guessing a truck of this age with this type of mileage is probably around 10 miles per gallon, roughly around that. But this Euro 4 specification truck has still good pulling power. Obviously it's not great, but it's still pulled well up the hill. And I mean, the engine is not rough. You can hear for yourself, there's not that many rattles in the cab. So, given the mileage and the age, this truck is still running very, very well. But it would be very interesting to drive one with 2 million kilometers, guys. So that would be my next mission, to find one with 2 million. What do you think? Should we do a video on that? I think we should. Now we have clean Ireland there ahead of us, with their P-Series Scania, the P320. Okay, I've parked the R420 out around the back, and I'll be showing you around some new trucks here shortly from T. Nolan and Sons. But before that, I just want to show you some footage I shot not so long ago. I was over at Vaughan Plant Haulage. Now, they're a company that are based near London Heathrow Airport, and they specialise in heavy haulage. So yeah, very interesting walking around their fleet. So let's go over to me in London and check it out. So you see there we have a bunch of Scanias I want to show you around. So if you ever have heavy equipment to be transported all around the UK, then get in contact with Vaughan Plant Haulage, because they have all these serious pieces of kit. So yeah, we'll walk around, have a look at a few more Scanias here, guys. Let's have a look. Now you see there in the middle we have the Crown Edition R580 with its V8 engine, and beside it we have a standard R580. And over there we have the 650, and over there we have two more S650s, also with the V8 engine. Nice registration on this one as well, VPH. I like that. But yeah, you're getting into serious heavy haulage with Vaughan Plant Haulage here in the UK near Heathrow Airport, as I said. Now, some of you will ask, what is the difference between the Crown Edition to the standard R580? Both the same model trucks, same engines, but this one has the Crown Edition badge. But when you hop inside, I can't really notice any difference at all. 3 steps up to the R series, of course, and we have the Optic Cruise gearbox and the leather. Nice V8 embossed into the headrest. But yeah, when you look around the cab of the Crown Edition, I can't really notice any difference to, say, an R580 from a few years previous to this model. But yeah, that seems to be what it looks like. Pretty much the same as far as I can make out. But yeah, I'm sure if you get into the specifics of it, there are a couple of more differences, but that's how it looks on the R580 top line. Now, you see the tag axle there at the back? That is on springs, leaf springs. But if I go over to the S650, that is on air. So it all depends what way you specify your Scania. But the S650 looking very well. And there at the back, he has the bar there on top as well, just for giving extra light that will shine into the back of the trailer. And yeah, he has got a 500 litre diesel tank and a 300 litre diesel tank at that side. Now, strangely enough, he has the AdBlue tank there. Now, on most of the new gen trucks, the AdBlue tank is within the chassis. So it's a bit unusual to see it positioned over there, but I suppose it all depends what way you want your truck finished. But yeah, serious amount of power in these trucks, of course. 3,300 Newton meters of torque, and in the R580 you would have nearly 3,000 Newton meters of torque. I'll move over here and I'll just show you the S650 first. We'll just have a quick look inside, because I just want to start it up and give you a quick sound of the engine. So let me just hop up here. Flat floor, of course, and we have the red stitching on the seats and the V8 logo also. Yeah, so the seats are practically the same as the Crown Edition ones, except for the red stitching, of course. We have the lockers there on the single occupancy layout. That's what Scania call this. And the big lockers there on the front. But yeah, there's always a great amount of space in these, and we have the fridge. Let me just open that up. The fridge there, and also the storage space there. But yeah, let's just start it up. Give you a sound of the V8. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, let's knock it off there. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And oh, this is a manual. Oh, he's got the clutch on demand. I wasn't expecting to see that. Yeah, the clutch on demand system, so you can do your creeping off quite easily on this truck now. So yeah, I didn't notice that hopping in. He has the clutch on demand on this S650. So always handy to have that, because you would be pulling heavy loads with these trucks. You could be grossing around 80 ton, and with a smaller wheel on the tag you could be grossing 65 ton. So yeah, heavy haulage. So let me just move over here, because I just want to show you that sub chassis. It's on this R580 here. Let's have a look at this at the back. Yeah, see the sub chassis there for extra strength. So yeah, that's always great to have. Now, of course, your fifth wheel might be sitting a bit higher, but it seems to be okay on this one. Yeah, that seems to be pretty good. If I swing over to this one, you'll see this one doesn't have the sub chassis. So yeah, the LED lights at the back, and of course your batteries in there as well. Let's have a look at the crane here on the Scania R520 from 2018. He's just going to set it up there. We'll see what it's like when it's fully extended. Okay, there we have the crane fully extended at 21 meters. Not only can he operate the crane remotely, but he can also up the revs on the truck and turn on and off the truck as well as the crane. So it can be all operated there on the remote. So Dermot, it does look well, doesn't it? Fully extended. Yeah, there he just turned back on the truck. But yeah, there you go, full 21 meters. Now the rigid and trailer, you're allowed to gross around 44 ton combined with both. Now, Dermot, you were telling me that just the front rigid weighs around 25 ton, 24 and a half. 24 and a half ton, yeah, that's correct. That's very heavy, very heavy. I couldn't believe how heavy just the rigid is. And the trailer then empty is around 6 ton on its own. And there we have the Scania R520 with its V8 engine tucked away nice and neatly there, the crane at the back. Really like that. Great piece of kit, as I said. But yeah, if I extend over here, you see this trailer we have, Vaughan's also have this. It's known as the Power Steer Triple Extender. So it's extended there at 60 feet at the moment. But not only that, but it can extend about another 20 feet, so up to 80 feet long, this trailer. Very good for your long loads. And not only that, but the rear can be steered by remote control from inside the cab, a small little remote control the size of a mobile phone, or else you can give it to a following driver and they can steer this trailer for you. So yeah, I really like that. But yeah, as I said, any more information, contact VaughanPlantHaulage.com. Okay, we have Nolan's demonstrator truck, the G500, just pulling away there, 6x2 with the mid-lift. So yeah, this driver has just had it out on demo and he's bringing it back into Nolan's there. Yeah, so he was pulling that milk tanker there. He's just parking it up. Okay, a few more trucks to show you. We have the S650 with its V8 engine. Quite nice there with the Alcoa aluminium wheels, and he also has the air horns up on top that are covered in, and 3 more additional lights up there as well. So yeah, and 2 more white lights beside it. And we've got a 2017 R520 with its V8 engine also, parked right beside a new generation R520. So there you have it, guys, the old generation and new generation parked next to each other. So which one do you prefer? Comment below, left or right. But this one here from Mr. Binman has the HIAB crane out the back of it. Not only that, it has the new tachograph system as well that was introduced into Ireland on the 1st of July. By law, you have to have all those new trucks fitted with a new tachograph system. So the police will be able to tune into your tachograph without even hopping into your cab. And plugging in their device. They'll be able to do it from inside in their car. So that's the way the law has gone with the new tachos. So let's just move up here and show you 3 R-series Scanias. So we have all 3 different cab options here. So your high cab, we have our low cab and our normal cab, all in these 3 R-series Scanias. So I'll just give you a quick look at the front there and show you how they differ. This R520, look at the difference in the height of the bumper, look. This one will obviously be a tipper, I would imagine, at some point. And there we have the R650 right at the end there, so big power in them. 3,300 Newton meters. But yeah, the day cab and low height are very small cab in them. So let's quickly move over here. 3 more trucks to show you. So you're there on the left hand side, we have the S650. And there in the middle, the G500 from Treaty County Trucking, and also the S450 over there. And here we have the P450, the tipper truck, the 8x4, and the body there built by Gleason's. So yeah, that's more or less how it looks. Oh, hang on a minute, I've 2 more to show you down the end here as well. And we have the R500, and you'll notice on the mirrors there, the protection all around them, and they also have the Scania Griffin. Nicely integrated, and the 4 spotlights there on the bar, and they also have the Alcoa aluminium wheels to cut down on the overall weight of the truck. There beside it we have a very nice R650 XT, but have a look at the back. Look, the exhaust stack is from the factory, so I've not seen an R or an S with this factory fitted exhaust stack. But you'll see there they have the tag axle on super singles, also the steering axle super singles, yeah, from the V8. But yeah, if you want to order your new Scania, and you might want to consider getting one of these exhaust stacks from the factory. So it's very good for just cutting down on all that dust that blows up from dusty yards from the standard exhaust. It just blows up a lot of dust, but this will cut down on that, which is very good. And they have all the hydraulic pipes and the hydraulic fluid tank here, and your sliding 5th wheel, just like the R500. So yeah, this panel here, I've not seen that as well. That must be new, that little panel there to cover the engine. So yeah, let's just walk around the front and just show you the bumper on the XT. It's reinforced, of course, all steel bumper, and underneath we have an additional piece there for even more protection, and also on the headlights there on the R650 XT. So yeah, looking quite well in red. So that more or less wraps us up for what's here at Nolan's today. So yeah, let's just finish up with a quick chat about the R420 we took out on the test drive. So it coped pretty okay up the hill. I mean, you can't expect miracles from these 420s with the straight 6-cylinder diesel engine. If you want more power, go for a V8, but this one was okay up the hill. I mean, for its age, it's performing still quite well. But what surprised me about it is just still how tight the whole truck is. Even the gearbox, quite tight. Because I've driven trucks around this age, guys, and believe me, the gearboxes have been real sloppy on them. But this one has been well looked after, and Nolan's have put a fair amount of money into getting it up to a good standard. This one could be valued at around €17,500 plus VAT. As I said, it has over 1 million kilometers and it's 11 years of age. So contact Nolan's if you're interested in buying this truck, or come down, take it for a test drive, see what you think. But I've no idea, are they selling it yet? Maybe they're not, I don't know. It's a spare truck used for customers. But yeah, that's just the value that they've put on it. But guys, we seen plenty in today's video, didn't we? All the new trucks, and a huge thanks as well to Vaughan Plant Haulage for having me over to look at their fleet of Scanias. Really enjoyed that. But guys, I'm done here now. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll chat to you all again next weekend for another video. So until then, take care and thanks for watching. Cheers! So yeah, we'll be checking out them in this week's video too. Vaughan Plant Haulage. Try not to spray the camera. Will be valued at around €17,500, including plus VAT.